Now the pressure's on. Sorry, everybody. Welcome back to the Pressure Podcast. Rated M for Millennials. We had technical difficulties. We had no sound. So we had to delete that and start fresh again. Saturday night.
Give me a hell yeah!
We do recaps. We do player props. We do prize picks. We do a lot of fucking shit talking. We got Bum of the Week and we also got some power rankings.
Yes, sir.
Live from our studio in Orlando, Florida, it's your boy King Coke.
LeBron, what's up, guys?
Give me a
Hey, the
hell
pressure's
yeah!
on. We were just watching the John Jones fight. We actually live streamed it, but apparently there was no sound, so we had to delete all that.
Yeah, masterclass though.
Yeah, John Jones
Did his thing.
showed the champion that he was. He landed blows left with rights,
Did a
with
spinning
kicks,
kick.
with the knees.
right into his rib cage and
It was a
That laid
school
him out.
lesson
flat.
in the School
Flat
of Hard
line.
Knocks. It was a tough lesson in the School of Hard Knocks. Let's just leave it at that. And then we also watched Charles Oliveira versus what
Like
was his
our
name?
audio.
And this motherfucker, the Brazilian, he just grappling him to death and eventually got him with a chokehold. And that was about it for the fight night. It was pretty good. The second one was better. The John Jones fight was way better than the first one because the first one was mostly jiu-jitsu and that shit's boring
I like
to me.
I like the girl fight better than all those fights.
So
The two girls that fought.
the who?
The two girls that fought last night.
Oh yeah. Amanda Serrano. Yeah, we were talking about the judges.
No, I'm talking about the fight.
She
That was a
fucking-
fight.
She got fucking robbed. That was a robbery. So I fucking hate boxing judges because they are just corrupt. You could tell they're bought. You could just tell. Because there's no way that shit should be happening anyway.
Trying to keep somebody a champion, maybe.
Nah, it's not even that. It's just whoever I guess Vegas tells them to. The
Like
bookies
when,
to,
like when Haney supposedly beat Lomachenko.
Yep. Yep. Type shit.
That type shit. Nigga. You already know.
Yeah, so that's the only thing missing about boxing is that the judges suck. What's up, chat? Welcome to the Pressure Podcast, rated M for Millennials. Feel free to comment. If you got a webcam, let me know. I can put you on the link. You can talk your shit right here with us.
Give me a hell yeah!
Mark, I appreciate you tuning in too.
So we're about to hop into the predictions for week 11. But before we do that, we're going to do the back pages, all right? This is the cheap holes, the cheap games that nobody really gives a fuck about. All of them are at 1 o'clock. You got Cleveland versus New Orleans. Cleveland's actually favored by fucking point. We expect New Orleans to defend home. They just have a way better offense. I mean, unless Jameis Winston wants to stick it to his old team, maybe, you know what I'm saying? You never know. But I got New Orleans on that one. Then you got Jacksonville, Trashkinville against Detroit. Vegas puts them at 13.5, and I agree.
Yeah,
This shouldn't be easy.
The Lions.
This should be easy.
Yeah.
I'm in Rosh Feast.
Don't play with your food.
Yeah,
Get
I'm
outta
Rasha
here.
Feast. Then you got the Super Bowl III rematch. You got the Colts versus the New York Trash. The
Get
Trash
that
are favored
shit the fuck
by
outta
4
here.
points. I've never seen the New York Trash favored this much in the schedule ever in my entire life. I'm sorry, but if that doesn't prove the QFL, what else does? I got the Colts on that one.
Yeah,
I got
me
the
too.
upset on that one.
Me
I hope
too.
Anthony Richardson don't let us down. Then you got the Oakland Raiders, I still call them Oakland, versus the Miami Dolphins. Tua and them should eat. They should feast. Tyreek should have a good day. We're going to talk about him later. Then you got the Rams, favored by 4 on the road against New England.
Yeah.
We were talking about how we kind of like, you know what I'm saying, May is kind of pretty good. May is not a bad QB. He's not playing pretty bad for a rookie. I expect the Rams to win, but I would love to see Drake May play. Then you got the Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. This should not even be close. I don't know how it was last week against Trashkinville, but who knows? We said it last week in our news
He
report.
might light it on fire. Who
We
knows?
didn't say nothing good or bad about Will Levis. We just actually put his stat line and left it at that. Let's just see if we could do that again, because last week was actually pretty impressive stat line.
Yeah, but that's a good defense.
But yeah, Sam Darnold is not someone you trust,
Never
but
did.
that's a good defense. So we got the Vikings on that one. So let's get to the real game, shall we? The real game.
to it.
We got two of the most struggling teams in the league right now. They're supposed to be better than this. You got the Green Bay Packers favorite at 6. Chicago. Caleb hasn't thrown a touchdown in 3 weeks. Now, listen to this, bro. Listen to this, chat. Jordan Love, in his losses this year, completes 56.1% of his completions. That's what he does. That's complete 56.1. That's Mark Sanchez's numbers with 6 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. That's Jameis Winston's numbers. But the CW, Caleb Williams' nickname, the CW completes 54.8% of his passes for 2 touchdowns and 4 interceptions in his losses. The struggle's real. I picked Green Bay, but not by 6 points. I don't trust that.
That boy's starving.
I don't trust that. And it's not because I trust Caleb to throw for touchdowns. I just don't know if Jordan Love is going to throw for any because, he might, but he might just have a bad game and throw 2 more picks. He's even right now, so even if he breaks even, a few field goals could beat 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
So they better get it going. So we'll talk about those guys later. Well, actually, just Jordan Love. Then it's my Baltimore Ravens. This is the black and purple game. This is the game where you're going to play and see tackle football. Tackle football. Old school. This is two small markets, whatever the small market teams.
Yeah.
That have a lot of history. For some reason, these 2 small market teams don't behave like small market teams. Pittsburgh leaves the series 35-25. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the Packers are 53 and 52 all time with 2 ties with Chicago. So that's a very close all time go ahead record. And then this one is 35-25. It's a little lopsided for Pittsburgh.
Hopefully he surprises us. Who knows?
But this is a 2-time MVP versus a Super Bowl champion quarterback, Russell Wilson, for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I got Baltimore.
I got Baltimore.
Our defense is not that bad. Our defense really isn't that bad. The problem is the scheme. The scheme is the problem. But we know how to play against them. They know how to play against us. So I don't think that should be an issue anyway. We're just going to have to play different.
And they're going to be one-dimensional because they're not going to be able to run the ball.
They're not going to be able to run the ball. But they might pass it on us. However, I know we're going to pass it on them. So let's get to it. The black and purple game, baby. Expect bruises. Then you got the Mile High pressure game. You got Vegas trusting Bo Nix, pardon the typo, over Kirk Cousins, and I don't blame it because it's Mr. Inconsistent versus inexperienced. Vegas got Broncos favored by 2 points, and the Falcons are actually the number 1 team in the NFC, in the AFC. No, the NFC South. The NFC South.
Yeah.
They're the number 1 team ranked there, so the fact that they're not favored against Denver, who's a 500 team with a rookie quarterback, shows you that nobody trusts Kirk Cousins no more. Sad as it may be. I got Denver in this game. Who do you got?
I got Denver. I picked Denver because I like their defense, and I think Bo Nix is playing decent. I mean, 63 completion percentage, 10 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, 82.9 quarterback rating. It sounds decent to me.
Yep. It does.
I mean, to Cousins, who has 68.2, but this is a small sample size for Bo Nix. Bo Nix, he wasn't starting. He wasn't playing like this until like a few weeks ago. I think now he's starting to get comfortable in the NFL. How the game is going and it's starting to slow down.
Oh, he's got a good, perfect coach to show him the ropes. Like Sean Payton ain't no joke.
Yeah.
Sean Payton is one of the most well-respected offensive minds in the league. To be honest with you, behind Bill Walsh, I got Andy Reid, and maybe Andy Reid on top of Bill Walsh because they already tied in Super Bowl wins. And then after that, you might have to say Sean Payton, the 3rd best offensive mind in the league in history. You could say, yeah, he had Drew Brees all those years, but Drew Brees had him.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. But let's get back to this game for a little bit because we forgot to mention Derrick Henry, who's probably going to be in a head-to-head matchup in a Offensive Player of the Year award with Saquon Barkley. These are the 2 lead backs in the league, and they're running away with it.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
then we got the MVP favorite, Lamar Jackson.
Absolutely.
The statistics are that the Ravens average 32 points per game, but allow 25. While the Pittsburgh Steelers allow 24. No, they score 24 points per game, but they only allow 16.
No, yeah, they're tough.
Yeah, so if you were to put a score on this, that's the only last point I wanted to put on this game. If you put a score, what would you put on it?
Oh, I put 21-24.
21-24. I said 28 to 27-6, something like that. So let's get to the fourth game. This is the fourth game. This is this Western wild card game. Basically, these guys are vying for the last championship or the last wild card spot for a championship. They're behind against the Washington Redskins and then the Packers as we speak, and they're also behind in their division with the Cardinals. So shit's not looking easy for them in the wild card race, and
the Cardinals aren't going away.
And one team is trending down, and one team's trending up. One is getting healthier. The other one, health is not a problem. I don't know what is. I don't know if it's new coach, new system, new adjustments.
I don't know, man. I went with San Francisco because I think they're trending up. CMC's back. That gives Purdy the weapon that he needed in the backfield.
Goddamn white boy.
Pretty much self-explanatory there. And just Seattle, Geno, he's not playing good. He's there at the average, right? He's just average right now. That's what we're seeing from Geno. So
I had said earlier.
We need to see a little bit more.
I had said earlier, this might be Geno's last time getting allowed to be the starting quarterback for any team. This is probably his last chance to start as a, QB.
Yeah.
For a solid franchise ever again in his career. If he's going to start ever again, it's going to be for a bad franchise, someone trying to tank.
Yeah.
Or someone who maybe dealt with an injury, maybe they'll trade for him or something. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Because if the Seahawks don't win the next two games, this is not the last one, but the next one, if they don't win this one, the next one is over. Once you lose 7 games, your season's over, in my book.
So it's looking.
Before it used to be 6 games. Once you lose 6
bleak.
games, your season's over. If you lose 6 games in the first 10 weeks or 11 weeks, but some teams already have 7, and I know they have an extra week, but there's too many good teams to allow that, and in the NFC especially, there's a lot of teams with good records.
Yeah.
So you even got the Bears with a better record than you, and that's embarrassing. They haven't scored a touchdown in 3 weeks. Okay, so come on now.
Talk your shit.
Come on now. But let's see if they can get it together. But we'll talk about that later, should we? Hop on to the QFL game of the week. This is everybody's favorite matchup. This is where all the money's at. You got Josh Allen, who's 3-1 versus the fucking Chiefs, the 3-time champions. They're favored by 2 at home against the champions. Who's winning this game? Because let me tell you something. When Josh Allen and Pistol Pat Mahomes face each other, Josh Allen completes 58.5 for 999 yards, 9 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. That's actually pretty impressive, except for the completion percentage. But I expect that against a tough defense. Then you got Pistol Pat, though. He averages 63.8. 1,106 yards for 7 touchdowns, but 5 interceptions. Does that ring a bell? Guess who's one of the league leaders in interceptions this year? Pistol Pat Mahomes. Shockingly. Since he only throws to tight windows only 6.8% of the time, and that's a career low. Listen, Pat Mahomes is a great man. He's one of the great quarterbacks. I don't hate him, but in this game, I favor Josh Allen. What about you?
I'm going with Josh. Because I think the defense is going to stop that anemic offense in KC that basically they're just average right now. Like, they don't have nothing special. Kelsey, it's going down. It is going down.
It is going down.
It is going down. I can't wait for the playoffs because I think he's falling. He's gonna fall.
Well, the thing is, we were speaking earlier,
9 interceptions too. By the way.
Colin Cowherd, Nick Wright, even Broussard. Everybody was saying the Bills are over the Ravens and the Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers in their standings. They had them number 2 in their power rankings. I completely disagree. We will get to that later.
I don't know about that one.
And we will get to those 2 gentlemen later.
I don't know about that one.
Let's get to the Sunday night. It's a Sunday night game of the week. This is the Sunday night football game of the week. You got the number 6 offense versus the number 1 defense, baby, in LA.
Cool.
They're gonna be crip walking in LA. Joe Cool versus Justin Herbert. If Joe Cool shows up in his final form, Joe Cool, let me tell you something. This guy, except for 2 games this year, all the other games he has nothing less than 3 touchdowns. This man is one of the elite. No, he is an elite quarterback. He's an elite quarterback. And if he shows up, Joe Cool shows up in his final form, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna see Justin Herbert kicking his ass because he's not on their level. Is Herbert elite enough to go on a toe-to-toe with, you know what I'm saying, Joe Cool? Now, I get it. They got the number 1 defense. But Joe Cool, if it's Joe Cool, that number 1 defense is going out the window. He ain't going to go for 4 or 5 touchdowns like he does against us, but expect 3. I mean, it's just that good.
I mean, but their defense isn't good at all.
No, I know their defense is good at all, but is Justin Herbert good at all in offense? Because let me tell you something. I forgot about him.
Well, but that's where you can just simplify it for him and just run the ball.
All right.
I just think because that team is on the way down, I don't think... Like, I know people say that they got a chance to still get in, but I don't think they will. I don't think they will. I'm going to roll with the Chargers on this one.
Chargers are favored by 1.5. They got a great coach. And
that's
in the
my other
QFL,
thing.
you need coaching QB combo. But one has the
I don't
elite
like
QB,
that.
the other one has the elite coach. Let's see what wins most. Elite coach with a below elite, no, let's say above average quarterback. How about that? Above average quarterback versus
above average coach.
Above average coach
I'm with that.
with an elite quarterback. So I got the Cincinnati Bengals.
He's great. He's great in his own way.
Yeah, I got the Cincinnati Bengals with this. However, I wouldn't be surprised if they lose. And I hope they lose. It makes it easier for us to win the division. We already swept them, so there's nothing we could do about it anyway. All right, so we're going to get to the... man, fuck the fucking Bengals. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Ravens fan, but fuck the Bengals. Listen, let's talk about the prize picks right now, and then let's talk about the player props. So these are my prize picks. These are the picks I would say. Just pick the spread. Don't put them all together. I mean, if you want to, just put $10 in there, see what you win. I'm about to do that myself very soon. But I got the Lions favorite at home versus the Trashingerville Jaguars for 13.5 points because it's against Mac Jones. Bet that anytime INT too. Then you got the Houston Texans on the road in Dallas at Jerry World, where a senile Joe Biden looking figure is the head of that organization who can't stop a run. We're going to get to that later. And then you got the Miami Dolphins. So they got their quarterback back. They've been on a roll. They were 1-1, but they've been rolling on offense, and I think they're going to win against the Raiders at home.
Yeah.
So let's get to the player props. You got the QBs here. You got Joe Burrow throwing for 265 yards. I'm going to go 266 yards. I'm going to go with the bet over there on the over. Kirk Cousins versus I just listen, man, against the Denver Broncos, who have Patrick Surtain and these guys. Anytime INT is expected. And then Tua should feast against the Oakland Raiders. So 241 is actually pretty low. I will take that all day. Let's get to the wide receivers. You got Tyreek Hill, only 69.5. Another one that was a low ball. Once I saw it, I'm like, no, I'm going to hit that. You got Jetta for 5.5 receptions against the Trashingerville Jaguars, against the Tennessee Titans. Who they got a good, you know what I'm saying, secondary, but I expect Jetta to be at least, you know what I'm saying, 6 receptions. They might lose the game. Nah, they ain't going to lose the game. Fuck that shit. Unless Will Levis is something crazy. But Amon-Ra should also get 7 against the Trashingerville Jaguars. So fuck them anyway.
We've seen Levis go off before.
Yep. And then the running backs. It'd be easy to put Saquon in there, but he already had to. So he has Derrick Henry in there, Kyron Williams, and mix him in his spot to keep the roster board because his name always belongs there.
Henry's the only one who needs to score because Saquon already got 2. That's 3.
And then Kyron and Mixon anytime TD. So now we get to one of our favorite sessions.
Hell yeah.
Let's get to The players under pressure, please, brother. Let's see who you got over there.
It's C.J. Stroud. I think C.J. Stroud need to get his act in order. There's no reason that if we put you in the elites, we're putting you, into the top QBs, that you revert back to this where you're not. You're just not. I don't know if you're not reading it right or just not seeing the field right, or if it's just you're throwing with too much air. I'm not sure what it is, but you need to get your act in order. There's no reason that you should have lost that game being up that much. And if that was at least, where Detroit came back and you guys figured out a way to win that game, even if it was getting into the freaking red zone in the second half
very nervous
at all. So, yeah, you need to get your shit in order, bro. And then, who was the other one? Sorry. Oh, Jordan Love. Jordan Love was the other one. Jordan Love, man, what he said, like, you should be shot. 6'6". After we done put you in the motherfucking list, put you on the mafia list, bro. Damn. It's like I was the other day when we was watching the highlights. Seems like every time we watching highlights, we give somebody credit and they be like, the moment you give them credit, they do something wrong, like throw an interception or a phone. How many times we watch a game and that shit always happens? So he just needs to get his shit in order as well.
All right. Well, let's get to my players under pressure, but I do it a little differently, okay? We're the Pressure Podcast.
Yeah.
We're the Pressure Podcast.
Give me a
We
hell
are
yeah.
rated M for millennials. We ask the questions around here. We do it our way. You see Dragon Ball Z inspired. This is Dragon Ball Z inspired. Remember the hyperbolic time chamber and the gravity room? So I put them both together. So here we go. In there, you got the 20 times Earth gravity room. This is low pressure, okay? Here you're going to have Sam Darnold. You're going to find C.J. Stroud, and you're going to find Matthew Stafford. They've got simple instructions, as we all know. All they got to do is this. Sam Darnold, feed Jetta. Feed Justin Jefferson, and there's no way you should lose to Tennessee. You're a way better team. You have a way better defense. Just don't turn the ball over. Feed Jetta. And then C.J. Stroud. You're on the road against the Dallas Cowboys. Their owner is senile. He's very Joe Biden-like. Oh, shit. My bad, Joe Biden. I don't really care for you anyway, but Joe Biden anyway. Joe Biden-like. He's very senile, and he's led his team to not be able to do anything on offense because Dak is gone, and they cannot stop the run. So your instructions is easy. Feed Mixon. And then you got Matthew Stafford, who's playing against, I think it's a pretty all right team in New England when they play with Drake May. Feed your weapons. You got way too many. You got Kyron Williams. You got Nakua. You got Cooper Kupp. You got Denard Robinson. You got a lot of people. What's his name? Robinson?
Yeah, Robinson.
Yeah. So you've got way too many weapons. Feed them, and you should come out with an easy W. So let's turn the pressure
Give me a hell yeah.
turn it up to 50 times Earth gravity. Here you're going to find Jordan Love, who you spoke about, and here you're going to find Tua and Geno Smith. Their instructions are also pretty easy, just in tougher pressure. Jordan Love is in Chicago, and he needs to fix his shit. Fix the shit. Whatever is coming on that's making you pass for 56.1 completion percentage, 6 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, crab leg numbers, crab leg Winstons and your losses, you need to fix, okay? Because the wild card is literally slipping because you ain't gonna catch the Vikings if you keep this up very soon. Then you got Tua, who's at home against the Raiders. Just fix the script. It's your fault you got hurt. You got to protect yourself at all times, my brother. But you're very small and you have concussion problems. Because of that, your team already has 7 losses. So you need to fix the script. You
And
got to go on a roll.
Tua, don't fucking go tackle the guy after
With your head.
freaking interception, bro. Like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yes.
You just came back from an injury, bro. Relax.
And he did it head first. That's a dumbass right there. It's stupid. Just absolutely.
You're asking for it, bro. You're literally asking for it.
So that's your instructions to fix the script. Gino, fix whatever the slip is that's got y'all in a 3-game losing streak. Fix that slip because, brother, this is your last time getting a real opportunity as a franchise or starting quarterback for a respectable franchise. If you're a starting quarterback again, I will bet that you're going to go to a bad team who's probably trying to tank anyway.
We still think.
Otherwise, you're only going to be called for injury. So fix that shit.
We still think you're good, Gino.
So here we got the 100 times Earth gravity room. This is the high pressure room. I only put people that are elite here and people that are supposed to be elite here. I don't put scrubs here, okay? This is high pressure here. Pistol Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Justin Herbert is who you find in here. Their instructions are also pretty simple, but they have a little bit more of fine print instructions along the way. There's fine print, so they're easy looking instructions. Pat Mahomes needs to fucking catch the mafia. Using RICO, using surveillance tapes, bugging people's phones, tapping into their laundry room, whatever the case may be, wherever they hide and discuss shit. You need to catch them because you are 1-3 against these motherfuckers. And for some reason or another, you throw 7 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, only completing 64%. And you only throw for, 6.8 tight windows out of your total percentage? That's pathetic. And you throw way too many interceptions. You're one of the leaders this year in the league. And that's no way for a 3-time champion to behave. Am I right or wrong? Then you got catch the fucking victory for the Buffalo Bills over there. Josh Allen, you slipped the last few weeks in the MVP race. You got to catch up. You got to catch up to Lamar, and this is the game that could do that for you. My brother, you have to show up like you usually do. Just try to raise the actually, you know what? You keep winning, so don't do nothing I tell you. Listen, you average 58.5% completion for 999 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions with 3-1 record against him. So whatever you do, just do that. Okay?
Out of Pappy.
Yes. And then you got Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert, you need to catch up to your peers. We mentioned you earlier.
He's sunning this nigga.
You're supposed to be on the same wavelength as the Joe Burrows, the Josh Allens, the Lamar Jacksons, the Jalen Hurts, the Tuas of the world. Even Brock Purdy is above you, in my view. And you're on the Geno Smith kind of thing where you will obviously get more opportunities because you're a white quarterback. Yes, I said it. But this might be your last chance to impress the new coach. Because one thing I know about offensive-minded coaches, whenever they get a new team, the first thing they do is draft their own quarterback. They don't like taking on a new one. It's very rare you see that, okay? They usually like to draft their own unless their team is so good that they cannot get an early pick and they don't see nothing that they could find in the later rounds, they'll just trade for one. So your instructions is to catch up to your peers, motherfucker. Oh, my bad. And then we got the Bum of the Week award, my favorite award. This one goes to Daniel Jones.
He looked like a superhero.
Daniel Jones,
superhero.
without no cape. This guy I call Down syndrome. This is a guy I call Down syndrome because when I saw him play, I don't watch his games. When I saw him play, he looked like a quarterback with Down syndrome. He is absolutely foolish. Just does not know how to read defenses. He is not a leader. I don't know why he has a C in his chest, and I don't know why it's gold. Because he has no championship. He doesn't have no playoff wins. He's only been to the playoff twice in 7 years starting now. Pathetic. And he got a crazy contract extension that Lamar had to fight for on somehow, some way. But this is the Bum of the Week award. Not only is he in limbo, they don't know if they want to start him ever again. They don't. But they have nobody else. They literally have nobody else. So they're stuck in limbo. They really want to bench him, but they don't know if they can. That's embarrassing, motherfucker. Not to mention that you're the reason they lost Saquon Barkley, and you're the reason that this head coach is about to lose his job. So fuck you, motherfucker, because I know the loser like you bum. And you now belong in the shelter. This is where we noticed that we had no audio last time. You're in the shelter. with Bryce Young, who was the very first Bum of the Week award winner. Bryce Young is in there because for 12 straight games, the Panthers had no lead at any point whatsoever, not even for a second in any game of that 12-game streak. So he was benched for that. Bum of the Week, number 1. Then you got Joshua. Anthony Joshua. That lame right there you see on the ground with the referee, that's where he belongs. He doesn't even get a bed. He's there because he lost his title once again that week, embarrassingly so. He got knocked out by an inferior, what we're supposed to say is an inferior opponent. Once again, it's not the first time he's done that. And his legacy is basically over. Nobody's going to respect him as he used to be anymore. It's done. Not only that, he robbed us from the greatest heavyweight division in our era.
Yes, he did.
He never once fought Tyson Fury,
Wilder,
and he never once fought Deontay Wilder.
One time.
Not one time.
He was scared of that one-hitter quitter, boy.
Yep. Then after that, you got the New York Trash. They've been Bum of the Week for a long time. Once you're Bum of the Week award winner, you stay in the shelter. You're put in the shelter and you stay there. And then later on, we're going to nominate you.
Don't worry. At the end of the year, you might get out of there.
But the New York Trash, the entire organization is there. That's why I put the poster right there for you. They're trash. They belong there. They're stupid. I have no idea why Vegas keep putting them favorites. But I'm going to bet against them just for fun. Then you got Dak Prescott. Dak is the highest paid NFL player in NFL history still to today. Guess what he's done? Absolutely nothing. All he's done is led his team to a miserable 3-6 start before he miserably got hurt for the rest of the year with a high hamstring injury. And we all know what high hamstring means. Ass.
What the fuck?
Because he was ass. That's why he's gone for the rest of the year. After that, you had Aaron fucking Boone.
I know good loser like you. You bum.
He was their Bum of the Week because he was the manager of the New York Yankees when they went to the World Series a few weeks ago and had him completely unprepared. He mismanaged a win that they luckily had in the first game. They were up 2-1, and he mismanaged it completely and gave him a win. Game 2, weren't hitting for shit, weren't pitching for much. Game 3, we hit pretty okay and still lost. And then game 4, we finally started hitting when we were already down 3-0.
Let me ask you a question. If you went in that shelter and you picked who you wanted to fight the most, who would it be?
I would want to fight Aaron Boone.
Hey, give me that motherfucker.
I would want to step over while I spit on the ground that Anthony Joshua sleeps on, and then with the right straight from hell straight to his fucking jaw. No, you know what? No, to his fucking nose. I'm gonna punch right through his nose.
Just break his shit.
And then I'm gonna punch him again if he breaks my New York Trash poster. Hanging on over there.
Don't flinch, or I'll hit you
for real. For real. Fuck him. And after that, you got Derek Carr. Derek Carr, because not only did he literally cost his team the season. Any chance of him being alive had to do with a win against an inferior opponent who's also his bunkmate here, Bryce Young. He also cost his coach his job for the second time. So he's
I know good loser like you. You bum.
matching fours over there with Dak sitting down. And then you got Daniel Jones, the newest entry to the shelter. Well, that was the Bum of the Week
Welcome
award.
in.
Now, let's get to one of my also favorite segments. It's the power rankings. All right, what you got, my brother?
I got Casey at 1. Again, that hurts when I say it. Lions at 2. Steelers at 3. Eagles at 4. Ravens at 5. Vikings at 6. Chargers at 7. Packers at 8. Cardinals at 9. Slow down. 10 Texans. That's pretty much what I got there.
And I wanted to ask, why'd you put Green Bay there?
Green Bay. Because I like that quarterback more than. I like that quarterback more than he's like playing at the moment. I guess you could say.
You have the Ravens. Who you have after that?
After the Ravens, the Vikings.
Then Packers.
No, Chargers, then Packers.
And after the Packers is what?
The Cardinals and the Texans.
So you don't have the Bills in there?
Oh wait, I didn't. Nah, I didn't put the Bills on here. My bad. That's my fault.
All right. Well, let's get to my tower rankings, is what I call it. Mortal Kombat inspired. Once again, this is the Pressure Podcast. This is rated M for Millennial. And
if I'm being honest, though, the Bills they get to the playoffs and lose, so I don't see them beating the Ravens. I don't see them beating KC. So I guess that'd be my argument for not having them there. Even if I didn't, like, they might make the playoffs, but they ain't beating those two teams. I don't think so. Not KC, not definitely not in the playoffs.
Got you. But that's still a better team than the Packers, and I think way better team than the Packers. They're playing better than them.
Yeah, their record. Yeah, you're right.
But my tower rankings are Mortal Kombat inspired because that's how I like to do things. I like to do things rated M for millennial, for millennials who will know that back in the day we had no save profile appliances or apps or nothing. We had no way to save in our hard drive on a video game our progress. You had to start from fresh, from number 1 all the way down the bottom of the tower. In the tower rankings, you'll find Justin Herbert first, who we just spoke of. He's not a bad quarterback, but he's lacking compared to his peers. However, he is backed by a very, very, very offensively good-minded coach in Jim Harbaugh. Not to mention that he has a brother who's also well-respected. He's been to the Super Bowl. He's a college football champion, the reigning college football coach champion. And he's also a fiery guy who knows how to get the best out of his quarterback. So that's who you're going to face first. After that, you're going to climb to a guy named Call of Duty Kyler. He knows how to slide cancel, if you know Call of Duty. This man is playing out of his mind, and he's actually a surprise this season. He's also an MVP candidate, so good for you, motherfucker.
Give me a hell yeah!
He's small, but he can pack a punch, basically, and this team is actually playing pretty good football.
Chose the right sport.
Yes. He's also a baseball pitcher. Then you got the Minnesota Vikings, who are not to their standards on offense like they should be lately, but their defense is still there. You're going to face Justin Jefferson, the premier wide receiver in the league. That motherfucker's a motherfucker of all motherfuckers. He's going to catch a lot of fucking passes on you and a lot of touchdowns. He's going to do his little dance, baby. All right. After that, you got Washington. Washington's backed by a rookie who's no rookie. He's going to literally kick your ass. Right now, his rib cage is hurting, but in video games, we're going to take injuries off. He's going to be 100%. And you are going to have to deal with that. He's got weapons. He's a pretty solid quarterback. Good luck. After that, you got Josh Allen, who I just spoke of. This is one of the premier quarterbacks in the league.
Goddamn white boy.
He just knows how to kick your ass, and he knows how to kick Pat Mahomes' ass as he's 3-1 against him. And I expect him to do nothing less this week, or tonight, tomorrow. Today.
Just don't do that bullshit you did against the Colts.
Yes.
Please.
And then you got my Baltimore Ravens.
Yes, another night, bitch!
You got the premier 2-time champion and MVPs, and also a Heisman winner, and also the favorite in MVP as we speak right now. After that, you got Jalen Hurts, who's been to the Super Bowl, is also an MVP candidate, playing out of his mind.
3 Honda Civics with spoonage.
And Nas. He's got weapons in Saquon Barkley and 2 receivers that are not just great foot runners. They're speedsters with hands. They've got a coach who's not going to punt it to you on 4th down, and you got touch points that you got to worry about. Good luck over there. Then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers. I put them up there because they are that elite. Their defense is number 3 in the league, and they are rolling on offense now better than ever. After that, you got the Detroit Lions, who on their worst day can still kick your ass. They have weapons all over the field, defense, offense, and probably one of the most inspiring and like I guess like old school kind of coach that's left in the league because he's old school. He's like John Madden and those guys. He's just a guy that inspires. He's a good leader.
And
He's
he
got
don't,
his team,
and he don't talk much either. It's real simple.
Yes, he's got Lions playing like actual Lions for the first time ever. And then you got the champions who are the Kansas City Chiefs. You got to deal with Pistol Pat Mahomes, a 3-time Super Bowl champion, 3-time MVP, and also
Andy Reid.
the greatest offensive mind in my view in football history. Not to mention you got a pop star in the luxury box, the greatest pop star in the history of the world right now as we speak.
Who should wear Mario?
Who?
And Kelsey, because Kelsey got that mustache.
Oh yeah, that's Princess Peach right now. So that's my tower rankings for today, baby. Let's see how we do tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
So sorry about that. We had to do it again, but that was our recap, our episode for today. We'll see you Monday night. Monday night we will recap. We'll check the press and see what the headlines read, and we will see what we learned from Week 11. Not to mention we will cover the Monday Night Football game, a little basketball, and I forgot we have a random top 5. One random top 5. But before we get to the random top 5, I forgot to also do something else. Let's say we are playing a video game. Let's say this is the tower. We have to climb up. What's the team that you're using here?
We did this last time.
Yep. What team will you use? You cannot. The rules are you cannot pick a team that's there. So if you're playing Madden, Cardinals are the most talented offensive team in the NFL. That's a bold statement. That's a bold statement because I would say the Ravens. I would say the Detroit Lions. I would say the Cincinnati Bengals. I will even say the what was the other one? No, the Buffalo Bills are better offenses. But anywho, I would still pick Tua and the Miami Dolphins if I had to pick a team, or maybe the Denver Broncos. I want to fuck around with that.
And I think I was gonna pick the Chargers, but they're on the list now, so I gotta pick
Yep,
another team.
they are. They are. So
Damn, hold on, wait.
So, chat, if you were to play a Mortal Kombat video game, but this is football
Who would I
edition,
pick?
you can't pick none of the teams here. When you climb the tower, who would you pick to take on this gauntlet right here? I would pick Tua and Tyreek Hill. I think I could beat all those teams with Tua and Tyreek.
I'll pick Chicago, but I'm putting Badgett in, and I'll just run like RPO.
Who?
Badgett, they're the back.
Fuck out of here! No, you're not. No, you're not. That's hate right there. Nah, you crazy. Nah, bro, he's crazy. What the fuck? There's no way you're doing that. No, if you're gonna pick the Bears, you're gonna play with Caleb Williams. Nah, that's disrespectful. Now he's gonna bench Caleb Williams on the game. I'll do it for Down Syndrome Jones. I'll do it for Down Syndrome Jones.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Nah, fuck out of here.
It was a joke.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh no! But I'll pick Chicago. No, well, why not?
All right. Well, sorry about that, y'all, but we'll catch you Monday night at midnight.
Give me the top 5.
Oh, that's right. Top five. All right. So this is comics. Okay. Name the top 5 most favorite comic book characters of all time.
Spider-Man.
All right, that's number 2.
Damn, I'm trying to think of that book I used. Captain Underpants.
Captain Underpants. Captain Underpants.
No?
Oh, who's Captain Underpants?
Oh no, it was just some comic shit that I used to read. Maybe it's just not.
So he's guessing
That's
top
famous.
5 most popular superheroes of all time. Comic book superheroes.
Wonder Woman.
Nope. There's no girls in this list.
There's no girls? Oh.
There are 2 that are very easy, bro.
Batman.
Yep,
of
that's
course.
number 1.
I mean, but that's another here and
Yep.
there.
You got Batman and Spider-Man. You got 1 and 3.
Hulk.
Nope. Believe it or not.
Motherfuckers. Superman.
Yep, that's number 2. Now you need 4 and 5. One of them is tricky, but the other one is actually pretty simple.
X-Men.
Which X-Men?
Oh, that's bullshit. You can't do that. Don't do me like that.
It says comic book character.
Wolverine.
Yep.
And I need one more.
Yeah.
You said the other one was gonna be hard. This one I might not get.
This one's gonna be a little tricky, not too much.
What year did we first start seeing it?
I think from 1930s, whenever it started.
1930s? Damn. I don't know. I draw a blank.
It's the Green Lantern.
Green Lantern. That's a good list.
Yeah.
That's a good list.
As voted by fans.
Oh yeah, that's a good list.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning into the Pressure Podcast. Sorry about the delay.
Appreciate y'all tuning in.
This is the Pressure Podcast where viewer has say. Pressure means to perform, react, endure using strategy in sports under rigorous environments, baby.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Kind of like what we did.
Yeah. Recap
Yeah,
the
they-
Gravity Room. Sam, feed the Jettas. Mixon needs to be fed, CJ, and you feed all your weapons for Matthew Stafford.
Alright.
We will see if Jordan Love will fix his shit. We will see if Tua will fix the script, and we'll see if Gino fix that slip. And we shall see if this motherfucker finally catches the mafia, or this man gets another victory, or this man starts catching up to his peers. Because he's got a tough matchup against Joe Cool, so he needs to show up. I cannot wait for tomorrow.
It's a great game for him to try
Purple
to
and
show up.
fucking black game. I cannot wait. Let's fucking go. So I'll see y'all Monday night,
Yeah.
midnight.
Be safe.
Please leave a comment, subscribe, like,